Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Legal Latino Heat here. We're less than 48 hours away from Election Day. So today I saw the Trump rally in Michigan. I have to say the president is very, very, very entertaining. I I actually sat there and watched it without without keeping my eyes out of the way. He does like stand up comedy, laughs, throws jokes, and it's captivating. Just watching him. It was cold. I think it was like zero wind chill. Even when he says wind chill, it was it was it was wow. It was cold. You see people just there in the cold watching him. So then I got a notification. The Kamala Harris speech was coming up. Trump was funny, entertaining, made you laugh. He was positive. He talked about a positive future. This would happen. As you can see on the thumbnail, you see the background. It had like it was cut up because of the wind. So I guess the wind could come through, pass through. It looked at, hey, it's gonna be windy. This is not a good idea. So you have the Biden Harris background, and they made holes in it. They cut it up. You'll see it on the thumbnail. They just cut it up. That presentation alone doesn't look good. Trump was in like negative 20-degree weather in the cold. The people in the background, even though they were cold, it was a better presentation. So it's like the Biden and Harris, they don't care. Like they don't put on a good production. All this money they raise, right? They don't care about what they put out. They just go show up. Okay, we in here, we're out. That's it. Trump at least puts up flags, puts up a stand. Um, what more can you do? You're outside. It just has a better presentation. You're like, wow. And then I was watching it on Right Side Broadcasting. They do back to back, so they show you one and the other. And all I can say is like, wow, there must be at least 200, 300 people working on each set. So everywhere he goes, there's like at least 200 people working hard, is putting all that stuff together. The cops, people are making money. They're working, so they're making money. After all the shutdowns, the people with the microphone, the sound, those are probably like party companies, or they're making money. It's the president's probably paying pretty good, so a lot of people are working again. So then I'm watching the Kamala Harris from the me see both sides. The girl that talked before Kamala, Paladino something, she's reading off her cell phone. Like I, I, I don't know that reading off your cell phone while you're saying a speech, that's not professional. And she kept looking down. I am here today for Kamala Harris and Biden. Then she looks back up. Like she couldn't recognize people off the top of their heads. Like Trump does it off the cuff. Like, hey, where's Ricky? Because he has a personal relationship with them. He meets everybody. He's a business guy. So he knows people from the top of his head. Oh, that's Ricky. That's Johnny. That's Richie. That's Billy. Like he knows. He's spoken to Kamala's like, oh, I'm here with. She looks down at her notes. Lewis, this. The person that brought me up. She looks at her notes. Paladino. That's how I knew because she took a long pause. And I'm like, wow, she really doesn't know who's in the crowd. And we're gonna elect Tom Jefferson from the 11th district. So she'll take the pause because they gotta look at their notes because they don't know. I mean, you're in the car. Can't you just study real quick the script, the speech, who's who, have the pictures? You already know. You see their faces. All right. And these are the people that might get elected into the office in less than 48 hours. So I was like, let me look at the other side. Let me give the other side a benefit of the doubt. Let me watch Kamala and her laughing, her crackling her. It's scary, right? Her laugh. Like, what do you guys think about that laugh when she gets nervous? So as I was watching her speech, she kept saying, "On the other hand, on the other hand," what the clear choice. So since she was in Georgia, she really had that the black accent a lot. Y'all. I mean, y'all means like she added that in, and then when she lies, she gets nervous. She says like a nervous laugh, like, we're gonna make sure the middle class is gonna get. It's like she like nervous laugh comes out when she doesn't even believe what the hell she's saying herself. She says it in like like somebody's pushing off a building kind of way. You'll pick these things up. Just pay attention to that. They always brought up science, science, science. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. The same stories because of Trump. I'm like, you're still blaming people. What Trump did, he insulted them. He made fun of them. It was funny. These people just did. I didn't even laugh. I didn't smile. I didn't get mad. I was just indifferent watching Kamala talk. It was uncomfortable the way she just spoke, and then she doesn't even trust the stage people. They put that thing on right so it doesn't fall on her head, which it didn't throughout the whole speech. But Trump's. I was just admiring Trump because he stood in that state. It was cold, and he I know he complained about it. He was like, "Yes, it's cold," and throughout the whole speech. But Trump's. I was just admiring Trump because he stood in that state. It was cold, and he I know he complained about it. He was like, "Yes, it's cold, and um, it'll be better days, sunny." And then at the end of the speech, it was sunny. When he finished, it was like it wasn't snowing anymore. It was sunny. It looked warm. It looked like he was in Florida wearing a coat. It was just the whole presentation just looked nice. Where Kamala just comes on stage with a jacket, you'd even look presidential. At least Trump had a coat on, his gloves. You could still see his tie. So she called Trump a broke boy when this dude has been a billionaire his entire life. Yeah, even listen, grew up. There's a lot of failures in life. Like things happen. It's just what you make of it. Isn't the American dream just to become president, have your own business, and one day become president? That's the American dream, right? So, and then I was also watching a Joe Biden speech from yesterday, and this guy doesn't know what the hell he's saying. It's the truth. He just rambling on and off, doesn't even know what he's saying. And this is the guy that in less than 48 hours could become president. You just, I was watching this like as an independent, like, okay, let me watch. Let me give 48 hours, you know, before I vote. Let me give everybody a chance. Let me see. And let's say as like a person that's undecided. This is what you got to think as somebody that's undecided. Like even if I didn't like Trump, right? Like you guys see my videos. I was like I wasn't excited to vote. That's why I made videos with my thoughts. What's up, Maurice? That's why Maurice knows that I wasn't happy with Trump maybe a year ago. Maurice knows that I wasn't happy with Trump. Oh, I used to, but then these Democrats did some stupid stuff. Then you have Joe Biden and Kamala. Like I have to like I want to vote for Trump now, and then because I don't want the others to win. That's how bad they are. Kamala, that's like a villain. That's like the Joker. That's the Riddler. That right there doesn't get your attention, then I don't know. She gets nervous. She laughs. When she lies, she laughs. So like, and then and I watched the Trump. Like, let's say I didn't know who to vote for today, and I watched all three of them. Trump made me laugh. Trump, the little dance that he does with the YMCA, like, come on, that right there, that's corny. Yeah, there's old orange fat guy dancing at 80 years old or whatever. But come on, that's cool, man. If that doesn't make you laugh, then you have no sense of humor. That right there. If I was undecided, and then you have Joe Biden. He's an old person that doesn't know where he's at. I feel guilty if I was had to cast my vote for Biden because the way he is, and then the person behind him is not a, let's say like an Obama. All right, you know what, Joe, then Obama's maybe Michelle Obama or something. Then you could be like, all right, but Kamala, come on, guys, that's come on, that's speechless. Just sit down and watch a Kamala Harris speech. You're gonna feel mad about yourself. for wasting your time watching it, but you have to watch it because you have to see what the other side has to offer. You have to see it with your own eyes. It's not inspiring. To talk about dark times, they talk negative. She keeps saying, on the other hand, like, okay, on the other hand, on the other hand. She paints a nice picture and then says, on the other hand, with her nervous laughs, and then starts talking about COVID and climate change and wildfires and all this negative stuff. Trump is talking about jobs and bringing jobs to Michigan and doing it and he showed the people, hey, you guys love me because I brought jobs. They wouldn't be there, right? They would be like, you lied to us. So you you have to see what they both offer. So I gave all of them a chance. Joe Biden, man, I don't even know what he's saying. The guy is like, man, I feel bad. Like this guy could be president, and he's not gonna make it. And Kamala is the one that's really, really gonna be the president. She doesn't even sound honest when she. Imagine her with other world leaders. Imagine her. That's what you got to think about. At least Trump, big fat white guy, orange, whatever you want to call him, but at least he looks in like presidential and like a boss, which he's always has been. You got to keep it real. He's always been a boss. That's what he knows how to do. And then when he's on these rallies, these speeches, he's being funny. He's being charismatic. That's why he's in the WWE Hall of Fame. The guy has his entertainment. He's entertaining. He talks. The crowd reacts. The Kamala speech, I wrote this down. I'm like, the only time that the crowd went wild was when she said BLM. I kid you not. Watch that speech right now that Kamala Harris just did in Georgia. The only time I heard the crowd go wild, and then at the end they showed the crowd, which was like 2 rows of people, and I don't know, maybe like 30 people, and then in the background you could see like a parking lot. It was empty. So when she said, "I'm here, we BLM," when she says it with her black accent, she says, "Y'all, y'all means we here, we're BLM," and then everybody went wild. I'm like, "Jeez." Like the way she transforms, the pandering. At least Trump talks the way he talks. Like I don't know, I can't imitate that voice, but he talks the way he talks always. BLM stands for Beautiful Ladies Matter. Well, Kamala should be saying that. So look at the thumbnail. Look at her speech when she walks up. They cut it up, not even like nicely. They cut it up like in a circular way. Like it looks really, really, really horrible. Like it's really, ooh. But you can't even cut it the nice way so it looks presentable at least. They really took out the presentation there. So the whole Kamala speech, the sound. As soon as she started speaking, the sound was horrible. Trump is over here in the wind. Trump complained a lot, or he did complain about how windy it was, 50 miles per hour. But you know how great that microphone was? You didn't hear the wind. Trump spoke. It was snowing. I didn't hear the snow. I didn't hear the wind. Pick up on those things, ladies and gentlemen. Pick up on that kind of stuff. Just you have to watch the other side. And then the Kamala, she comes out to the music. The bass is off. She comes out to this rap song. Of course, she's pandering. This rap queen. She comes out to this, independent woman. Oh, yeah, we independent. Oh, like, I don't know, some rap song like that with this lady rapping that stuff. Oh, first presidential woman, independent. Something like that. I don't know. But she came out to that. Um, I think Trump comes out to like a presidential song or patriotic song. Instead of coming out in a song about America, right? Trump comes out to like he does come out to a patriotic song. If anybody in the chat knows, let me know. But Kamala Harris' song is like, yeah, I'm independent. I'm black and I'm independent. Yeah, black woman of color. And I kid you not, that's what the song was. So American patriotic, no American flags. I'm telling you, this stage was just like a box with that corny background thing Kamala Harris Biden had, and they cut it up really horrible. So you see it on my thumbnail. Just watch the beginning. I think she spoke for like 35 minutes. The first he walked around the stage, I think she was nervous that thing was gonna fall on her, so she was trying to be like in the safest place. She walked around, but then she had to walk back to the podium because she had to read her notes. Trump just goes up there, talks. Hey, Vicky, Ricky, Johnny. He knows everybody by name. Doesn't have to look down on the list. It's freezing. It's cold. The guy just came from COVID and he's out there in the cold weather. So as somebody that's normal, you have to see that and be like, wow, like you could hate Trump for you could hate him. I understand people hate him. I wasn't happy with him. I admit it. I wasn't. But then I gave him a chance. I was like, let me start watching this guy again, and he won me over. It's not like all right, I'm a vote. No, I started watching his things again, and it's funny. Come on, that dance that he does. He talks very positive. Um, I remember years ago, I used to watch positive speeches, and most of them were Trump. Like they'll Trump will be talking, and this um, motivational music will be playing in the background, and that's what people will listen to, motivational speeches for Trump. People used to pay to hear one of his motivational speeches at a seminar before he was president, before people hated him. And then you just sit down and watch his, just sit down and watch one of his rallies. Now, like President Trump is kind of, but when he's doing these rallies, he's making fun of Joe. He said about Joe's aviators. Like I didn't, when I watch Trump, I don't have to take notes because whatever he says is memorable. It resonates, it sticks. Kamala, the only thing that she keeps saying is, on the other hand, clear choice. On the other hand, she's like, she says it nervously. We're gonna make sure that everybody keeps the health care. On the other hand, Trump is trying to take the health care of 20 million people away. It's like she's falling over, right? Like when she's lying to you, she's like falling like, uh, uh, I'm gonna make sure that everybody gets a job, and she like I don't know what it's called. We just listen to her when she's trying to say something that's positive, but then she stumbles saying something like she's nervous, like it's too hot to handle, like she can't handle the lie, so she stumbles and laughs and is nervous about it. She can't lie to your face type of just watch Kamala and that's the person that's going to represent the United States of America. That's like sending the WNBA to play for the men's in the basketball. Ooh, I don't know if that's going to go well, but that's what it is. She's going to be the next president. If it's going to be a woman, fine. But let it be somebody that's strong and confident, that doesn't laugh, that doesn't cackle. Somebody, listen, uh, maybe Michelle Obama would have ran. She looks more like a first, you got to admit it. You got to call it like it is compared to Kamala. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for giving me 19 minutes of your time. I really appreciate it. Happy Sunday. Um, 48, less than 48 hours is election time. But what the hell do I know about the elections? I'm just a legal Latino here expressing my thoughts. Give me a thumbs up and thank you for tuning in. Shout out, Maurice. Let's see we talk, Maurice. I'll holler at you. Later, everybody.